Asuka, the energetic and strong mother. Yamato, the younger brother who's always in his own little world. Follow us as we karate kick all your daily frustrations away. Asuka's revenge.
My name is Asuka, and I've been married to Ryota for 2 years. We don't have any children yet, but we're a happy couple who travel together and live a happy life every day. One day, my phone received a line message. It's been a while! I hope everyone's doing well. Why don't we all go out for dinner sometime? The group chat with 4 of my close friends from university came to life by one of them saying that, "Good idea. I've been wanting to get together with everyone again, too."
I want to go too.
I wanted to go too, and the conversation started getting exciting. I'm glad. I was a bit hesitant thinking that everyone might be busy. If you just invited me, I would have gone.
Seriously, I'm so tired from work and housework every day. I need a place where I can blow off some steam.
Everyone's doing their best. Everyone's married, but we all started joking around and the conversation was going off on a tangent. I made a correction and we decided to choose a restaurant. How about seafood? One of my friends gave a suggestion and we got excited. That sounds great. I don't really eat seafood at home, so it would be nice to try something different.
That's true.
Then let's go to a good seafood restaurant. There's one place I've been wanting to go to. We all agreed, and when I told them there was a place I was eyeing, everyone said that they wanted to go there, and we decided on a restaurant. We confirmed the time and looked forward to the day. On the day. Wow, Asuka! It's been a while! Maki, it's been a really long time. You haven't changed at all. I was waiting in front of the restaurant when one of our friends joined me. The atmosphere was the same as it was back then, and it made me nostalgic. It was like slipping back in time to when I was at university. After chatting for a while, the other 2 friends arrived in a taxi. Wow, it's been a while since we last saw each other.
You two haven't changed at all.
We were really excited to see each other again, and we went into the store.
You 4 made a reservation, right? Please, come this way.
As you would expect from a restaurant that mainly serves seafood, there was a large selection of dishes on the menu, including fresh sashimi, shrimp, crab, and even charcoal grilled dishes. Our excitement was at its peak. Wow, I'm looking forward to eating fresh fish. Yeah, I always wanted to come to this restaurant. We were shown to our seats and sat down. We ordered a course when we made the reservation, so we ordered our drinks and soon after the food arrived. Wow, look at all this food. The course we ordered was luxurious, with crab and prawns which we ate with our hands. Is it really okay to eat this much? It feels like I'm doing something wrong.
It's fun. We work so hard at work and at home, so let's be a little extravagant today.
Just as we were about to start eating. What? One of our friends, Kaori, suddenly started crying. Kaori, what's wrong? The 3 of us were confused, not understanding what was going on. Are you feeling sick?
Is there something you can't eat?
The 3 of us asked her what was wrong, and Kaori replied, I was excited about having a meal together as 4 for the first time in a while, but this kind of restaurant is just too much. What? I asked again, not understanding. Is something wrong with this restaurant? Then, I thought it would be a fancier restaurant, but it's a place where you eat chunks of fish and soup and grab food with your hands and eat it with gusto. Why would you choose a place like this? I was given an explanation, but to be honest, I had a hard time understanding it. Why are you crying over something like that? You're an adult, not an elementary school student. I wanted to say that, but I thought it might be a bit too provocative, so I swallowed my words. We already decided to come here, though. That's right! Nowadays, if you look up a restaurant, you can check things like atmosphere and interior. It's a bit late to be crying over something like that. But since we're going as 4 girls, I thought it would definitely be an Italian or French restaurant. That's just your own assumption. Just because it's not what you thought, you can't start crying just before you start eating at a restaurant. The other 2 also looked at Kaori with a cold expression of dismay. Let's eat it anyway. It'll get cold.
That's true. We've come all this way, so we might as well enjoy it.
Yeah, let's eat. We started eating after our friend said that, but Kaori was still sad and she continued to complain. Why are we eating at a place like this? She kept crying, so I thought that maybe something unpleasant or painful had happened at home recently. So I asked her about it, but no, we're a happy couple getting along and work is going well too. So we were even more confused. In that kind of atmosphere, it was impossible to have a pleasant conversation, and the course ended with a gloomy atmosphere still hanging over the place. We each paid for our own courses and left the restaurant. Well, thanks for today. See you again. Yeah, see you. Kaori left and the 3 of us had a discussion. Seriously? What was that about?
I don't know. Was she worried about something?
But she said her marriage and work was going well.
So she started crying just because she didn't like the restaurant?
Maybe.
She's like a little kid.
My friend made the same kind of comment as me, and I almost laughed. I wanted to talk more.
Me too.
Same. It seems like we didn't talk enough, and we ended up talking about meeting up again for a meal soon. I won't contact Kaori for a while.
Yeah, let's go with the 3 of us next time.
I also didn't want to contact Kaori, so I decided to keep a distance from her for a while. And a few weeks later, the 3 of us met up for a meal. Today we went to regular izakaya with a private room. We drank and talked all night. So, my husband doesn't look after the kids at all.
Wow, I know how hard that is. My boss got angry with me out of the blue the other day.
That happens to everyone. I think we were all talking about things we couldn't talk about before, so we were really getting into the conversation. It was the first time we talked in a while, and it made me nostalgic about my university days. The fun night passed in the blink of an eye, and we all went back to our everyday lives. Then one day... Yes, hello? The doorbell rang in my house, so I checked on the monitor and saw a man I recognized from somewhere. Who is it? Then the man.
I'm sorry for coming so late, but I'm Kaori's husband.
Oh. I've never met him before in person, but I've seen him several times on Kaori's social media. It's nice to meet you. What can I do for you? I was quite confused by his sudden visit.
Actually, my wife has been feeling quite down recently.
I see. I decided to open the front door. Good evening.
Good evening. So my wife told me her relationship with Asuka-san and a few other friends from university was strained, and she wants to make up with everyone.
What? Strained? When I heard that, I was surprised. I mean, I haven't spoken to Kaori since we went out for dinner the other day. When I explained that to her husband...
Well, after that, Kaori saw you guys having a meal without her.
What? Apparently, Kaori saw us three at the izakaya the other day. Is that so?
Yes, Kaori was very sad about it.
But
she said she was the one who was at fault. I heard she caused trouble for everyone when you all went out to eat the other day.
Yes. I don't know if it was the restaurant we chose, but she suddenly burst into tears. When I explained that to the husband.
I'm truly sorry about that. Actually, I brought Kaori with me today, and she really wants to apologize, so is it okay if I bring her?
What? She's here? I'm surprised. Apparently, Kaori came here with her husband, and her husband left for a moment and came back with Kaori. Asuka, I'm really sorry for what happened. I know you couldn't enjoy the meal because of me. I'm really sorry. Yeah. Kaori seemed to have really reflected on herself, and she apologized to me with a very sorry expression. I want to go out to eat and travel with everyone again, so please be friends with me again.
Could you forgive my wife this time?
Yes. To be honest, when the husband said that to me, I couldn't refuse. I made up with Kaori for the time being, and Kaori left looking satisfied. The next day, I reported to my friend that Kaori had come to apologize. She came to yours too?
She brought her husband to my place too.
It seems like she also visited the two of them with her husband to apologize. Well, should we go out to eat again with the four of us? Yeah. The two of them still seemed a little dissatisfied, but since the four of us weren't able to talk properly the other day, we decided to go out to eat again. Then my friend.
Okay, but I can't accept it like this, so let me choose the restaurant.
She said that. What? Sure, but she might say something if you choose a restaurant like last time.
Oh no, so this time, I'll make a reservation at a good restaurant.
So the four of us set a new date and went out to eat. Wow, this is a really nice restaurant. The restaurant my friend made a reservation for was really fancy and looked like an expensive Italian restaurant. Yeah, this is the kind of restaurant I like. Kaori seemed satisfied with the restaurant since it was her ideal restaurant. I thought she was a really picky girl, but today, it looks like the four of us will finally be able to have a fun chat. This time, Kaori didn't burst into tears and the meal ended with us happily. We called over a waiter to pay the bill, and when we received the bill... What? 44,000 yen for 4 people? Kaori was shocked to find out that we had eaten a lunch that cost 10,000 yen per person, but...
Wait, you said you wanted to come to a fancier restaurant last time.
My friend who reserved today's restaurant explained. Wait, I said I wanted to go to a fancy restaurant, but I never said an expensive restaurant like this. There's no way I'm paying for a place like this. It's a ripoff. I'm not paying for it. Kaori begins to complain after realizing the bill. But
that's impossible. You ate too. Besides, I sent you the restaurant online today, didn't I? I asked if everyone was okay with it since it's expensive.
What? She did put the link for the restaurant online, and she did mention the price at that time.
Last time too. Can you stop coming at me without checking in advance? It's annoying.
Kaori started crying again.
You're so mean! You should have explained it properly.
I told you I did. I even wrote it in the message, and the prices were clearly listed on the restaurant's website.
Kaori, we want to get along with you too, but if you're gonna complain like this even after choosing the restaurant altogether, it's hard for us to.
For now, each of us will pay 11,000 yen.
And we all paid. Kaori didn't seem to have any cash on her, so she paid with her credit card. When we left the restaurant, Kaori walked home alone like last time. Was this your plan, Maki?
Well, it wasn't really a plan, but I hope Kaori truly changes her mind this time.
However, a few days later,
you're so mean. You picked that restaurant to trick me.
We received resenting line messages from her, but we thought it was annoying, so we decided to leave the group chat. Was that fine?
Well, whatever. It's her fault.
My friend said that, so I decided to keep my distance from Kaori for a while again. A few months later.
Did you hear? Kaori got divorced.
What? I got a phone call that surprised me. My friend told me that Kaori asked her husband to come and apologize to us again, but he got fed up with having to put up with her problems and her constant nagging, and he asked for a divorce. Seriously?
Even her husband gave up on her.
Yeah. After that, for a while, me and my friend received some spiteful messages from her, saying that we were the reason she got divorced. But to be honest, I was annoyed by her nagging, so I blocked her on all social media and phone numbers. She was a real pain in the ass. Losing a friend was a shock, but I have other friends who are just as supportive, so I know I can continue to live my life strongly.
Thank you for watching all the way till the end. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe buttons. See you next time!